Okay, and we're live.
Very discreetly.
Okay. So we got that set up. Let's see. Experiment with the settings. I think that works. Oh shit, did I not save settings? What's up, Captain Michael Studios? No, I did not save it. Alright, now that should save it. It took us final sound. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Something took a tumble, and you can see my toes, toe reveal. Alright. Toe reveal in the first 2 minutes of stream. Focus, please. Okay, that's what we... Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not going to have the VFX. I did do the VFX for this shot, but I just need to do them. They're fighting. They're fighting. I got... Okay. Where's the little display HUD? There it is. Oh, wait, no, that's my other thing. Warhammer 40K. Warhammer 40K. Warhammer Fart 1000. I love Warhammer Fart 1000. I know, I've been doing a lot of that content, but I like it. I like these aesthetics. And I'm forgetting where my freaking... Ah, there it is. There it is. No, I haven't played the tabletop game either because it looks like it's going to take forever. And I already have a hobby that takes all my time. I did paint a couple miniatures to mediocre effects. Like three Gene Stealers total. Oh, not again. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let's see, stop cam. You're seeing that, right? That's not just me. I could try leaving stream and then... Okay, seems to be working again. I don't know. It's just been doing that lately. Should be back to normal. I'm also watching another stream. If you guys want me to play music or something, let me know. So, okay, yeah. Okay, so then... For animation, I'd recommend maybe trying something with a little smaller scale if you're gonna do action figures, like maybe 3 3/4 inch. All right, so let's see how that looks. If that looks like the two shots connect, is what's important. Oh, god damn it! It's not wanting to play. There it is. I don't know. It's just being janky right now. What did I? Let's see. Did I set my play settings weirdly? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, there it is. Let's see. Yeah, right now it's connected to my camera through a cable, an orange cable off screen. It's working now. A Hovercam Solo 8 Plus. It's not something most people typically use for stop motion. It was something I was given on a commission, and I just use it. I think the camera needs to move a little more. I can show it after I take this frame. I'm also watching Hank's stream right now because he's also streaming. How's it going, Bjorn? No, the legs need to go a little further back. Problem is, he's getting to the point where he's in the no clay zone, so he could fall over very easily. It's going. It's going. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I'm watching nonstop stream while streaming. I was like, do I want to watch a stream or do I want to do my own stream right now? Because I was already putting it up. No, it takes too long. I feel like anybody else who has any other hobby other than the Warhammer thing doesn't play it just because it's so time consuming. I do kind of want to try Kill Team because that like is a team. You have like a squad. I think it can be as low of a number as 6. Um, I do want to try that because that sounds fun. And they just made a Night Lords Kill Team, which is my favorite Marines type of Marines. Although they're Chaos Marines, they're evil. Although everybody's evil, but they like skin babies, so they're extra evil. But and they're like, they argue like, no, we're doing it for good reasons. Because everybody knows there's somehow like a reason that's morally okay to skin babies. Yeah, there's so much to look into. I'm not liking this. We're gonna move him up a little more, even though in the last shot he was not this close. But you can't tell because the Tyrannid is off camera. Yeah, the Tyrannid's off camera, so the audience will not be able to know. And then in the next shot, he'll be far back again. I think. But wait, let's see how is he moving in the original? He should be moving his arm down a bit. Complete that motion before he moves his arm up. And then his little head will bob down a bit. I would recommend looking into it because it's neat, but okay, let's see. They're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. Oh. Okay, and then we have. Oh. I kind of want to listen. Ooh. Okay, that'll look all right. Ooh. I can like. I'll be honest. I'm not a lore expert either. I know some stuff, but the one thing I really like about is that okay, so you have your human faction, right? Usually, whenever there's aliens, they attack the humans. They're the invading force. Not on Warhammer. No. We're the ones usually invading. We're the ones that are just colonizing planets and all kinds of stuff. There's the one thing about Warhammer is you might have some people be like, oh, technically these guys are the good guys, but you could easily argue that they're not, and somebody else is evil. Yes, Batman is in the background. You could very easily, yeah, like every faction has done horrible, horrible, horrible things. like the of Man, which is basically just the humans. Oh my God, they have done so many horrible things. Because it's basically like a religious crusade in space. Is how I could summarize a lot of how the human factions work. Kind of like. And also, Warhammer is not subtle. It is over the top and stupid, but I love it for that. I know apparently they're trying to make Warhammer movies for like Amazon or something. They're going to have to make them animated, I'll be honest, because the amount of insane stuff, it wouldn't work if you did it in live action, honestly. And the problem is you can't really make it kid friendly. While it is played by children in the UK and stuff, it's not kid friendly by movie rating standards. But yeah, like this Space Marine guy, he's xenophobic, hates anything that's not human, which is he's a hypocrite because he's also a mutant in that, he's genetically altered to be superior. So he's a big old hypocrite. That's just what Space Marines are. Honestly, hypocrisy it's like everybody in Warhammer is a hypocrite. And it's perfect. Except for this bug guy here, this Tyrannid guy, he's simple. He just wants to eat everything, in all honesty. If you want to do Warhammer and you want to play as a faction where you don't need to care about the lore, do Tyrannids, because all they care about is just eating everything. They're that simple. Or Orcs. Orcs kind of have a motivation, but they just want to fight, basically. And Orcs are epic. I love Orcs in 40K. Yeah. Warhammer, I don't even think they could do P. I think Warhammer would have to be R, I'll be honest. Although, if it's animated, you can get away with more, violence wise. But I don't even think a PG-13 would suffice. Because nowadays, what like is a PG-13 is not that brutal. Although the new Guardians movie was pretty brutal. Honestly, if it was at that level, it might be all right. But that like the really brutal stuff in Guardians would be happening like every 5 minutes in a Warhammer movie. Just people getting obliterated entire planets. Genocide's pretty like regular in Warhammer too. Just like there's literally the one of the parts of like the Imperium of Man is the Inquisition, and you know what they do? They just blow up planets. They're like the Death Star, but the rebels never beat them, and they work for the human faction. Oh yeah, I was in San Diego last couple of days, and I did see a poster for the Fallout New Vegas show. Well, it's not Fallout New Vegas, but I think it's just called Fallout. That'll be cool to see your script for that. The one thing is, it sounds weird to say this, but in a weird way, I wouldn't want. Um, it's gonna sound like gatekeeping, like a stinky redditor who sits in his couch all day. Um, Oh, so they just like took the idea for Fallout 5 and made it. Hopefully that'll be good, but that doesn't sound too great. That does not bring confidence, at least to me. Although I'm not a huge Fallout fan. I'm a Halo fan, so I'll definitely give them sympathy if it sucks, because I know what it's like. I didn't even watch. I did not. I started watching like the first episode and just stopped. I was like, nah, I'm not wasting my time on this with the Halo show. I know some people are like, the new season's good, but I don't believe them. I don't believe them. No, they never made Fallout 5. I don't know why they make Fallout 5 at this point. It feels like it's been so long. Because oh wait,
You look tired. I don't feel super tired. It's probably just the fact that I'm in the dark
what, you didn't like Master Cheeks? No, I didn't like seeing his cheeks on screen. It would have been okay if he still had the helmet on. If he was butt naked, but he still had the helmet on, that would have been chill. I would have been all for it, but no. He's gonna shoot.
You look lonely. What? Oh, chill. I'm literally the last stream.
That voice in the one. That's pretty good. It would be really funny to hate watch the Halo show. But that's something you got to do with like other people who like, or at least one guy who knows what Halo is. It's not the same without it. I'm like into Halo, but I'm not like the biggest Halo guy ever. I'm not John Halo. I don't love Halo with all my heart. I do like it, but I'm not like a 30-year-old who's been playing it since he was like 5. You know. Your stop motion. Well, that might be the app. I'm using it on computer right now, so that could be why it's not working for you. The app's just janky sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just gotta either power off your device or, if you have a bunch of tabs on your phone or whatever device you're using, make sure to clear out of those. That might help too. Yeah, I think Halo lore is all right. I like ODSTs a lot, but it's not my favorite thing. There are some really good like uh, smaller scale stories, in my opinion, in Halo. There's a motion comic called The Mona Lisa that's about the flood. Chef Kiss, that motion comic's awesome. But it's just like space on, it's like a space horror thing, and I like any of that, some stuff similar to Alien. I don't know. I never read the Game of Thrones books. I watched bits and pieces of the show from my parents. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the show's bad, but my God, there's so much nudity and sex in it that it's mind boggling. It's like I don't even know how I can concentrate on the show, honestly. It seems just too distracting for me. It seems like to me it just kind of takes me out of it whenever I was trying to watch it. I did see there was like this big episode where it was just them taking over a castle. It's like the castle where Jon Snow and all his guys, I forget, like the Night's Watch or whatever, they're defending that. That episode was sick because it's just like a big castle fight for like an hour. I did watch that in full just because it was really well made. I will say that about Game of Thrones. It's got so many good aspects to it, but I'm just like, bro, we need to chill. We gotta chill with all this nudity, guys. I don't dislike it that much. I can deal with it, but man, it's a lot. Because like I like a lot of '80s B horror movies, and we'll just shove nudity in it for no reason. Not as much as Game of Thrones, though. Yeah, that's no, it makes sense because I think nudity has died down a lot in shows as of late. You don't see it as much just because the internet exists. People don't need to watch TV for that no more. They can just look it up. But yeah, because I forget when the first couple seasons came out, although it did come out when the internet was around. So I don't know. It was also on HBO. I always joke that the B in HBO stands for boobs. Because every show they make has boobies in it, even Peacemaker. Not that many, but Peacemaker has it too. Because I also I watch Tales of the Crypt, and usually the bad episode you can tell an episode is bad if they put like boobies in it, because you could tell the writers were like, oh god, this episode sucks. We gotta put boobs in it to distract people, which is not a terrible strategy. I gotta use my phone for a light, so I'm gonna leave the Hank stream. I might be back though. Oh frick! Oh frick! My computer's not plugged in. It's about to die. That's cool. Writing fantasy book. I can definitely get that. There's so much world building and stuff to do though. Oh well, mainstream. I would assume so. I feel like with fantasy, sometimes you got to get into that niche stuff, though. But yeah, I would bet Game of Thrones. I haven't read the books, so I can't tell you. I can't tell you much about the books, but I bet they're great. He's firing. I kind of want to blast Sabaton right now, low key. Could go back to watching the stream, but I'm gonna need to use the flashlight. Comics are fun, but modern comics make me sad sometimes. As a kid, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do comic books, but I don't know. I think I just looked at modern comics and was like, nah. But you do you, bro. If that's what you want to do, you got this. You got this. Make them good again. Make comics great again. Definitely. It's such a fun medium. Like, I genuinely still love the medium. I just don't like a lot of modern comics. I think the overabundance of superhero movies in a lot of ways has ruined comics, especially Marvel. I think a lot of Marvel characters have gone into a slump because of the movies. I'm not saying there's not good titles made once in a while. There definitely still are. There's still good stuff out there. And there are good artists, genuinely. But when it comes to writing, Jesus Christ, comics are. Ooh, not a good writer, just writing comics. Nobody will care. Because I think comics can definitely. Because comics are very schlocky and dumb, I will admit to it. And I think if you're a bad writer, you can get away with a lot of stupid writing decisions in a comic book, and nobody will bat an eye. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just comics. The problem is it's a medium where if you're a bad writer, you can get away with a lot more. And it's like I think it's the same way for even manga and stuff, just because it has a lot of like goofy stuff, just storytelling wise. Not everything, but what do you think manga? It's interesting how manga is so much more respected than comic books now. And the one thing I will say is, out of the U.S., comic books are completely different. Honestly, if you want to work in comics, I might even recommend not working for Marvel or DC, and just working outside of the like for somebody outside of the U.S. Because comics are a lot more interesting outside of there. Because in America, it's all about superheroes mostly. You'll get some horror stuff. Oh, okay, my thing stopped working. I'm gonna exit out. I'll be right back. Yeah, images. I would work. I could. I can definitely see that. Honestly, it sounds weird, but I think in this day and age, honestly, you don't want to really work for the super big companies now. I don't know if the pay's even that much better than working for a smaller company. It seems like the pay might actually, unironically, be better working for a smaller company. Um, because those big companies have so many employees, so they just treat like dirt. Because I would not want to work for Disney at this point as like an animator, and I don't think I'd want to work. If maybe if it's a big title, if you get like Spider-Man or something, sure, I'd want to work in that as an artist, but God knows your writer is going to be atrocious. And Batman, I think still has some decent stories, although I don't know. I'm sick of all the Batman multiverse stories. God, I'm so tired of it. There have been some good ones, but there's been a lot that's like, oh God. Yeah, no, I imagine manga, the working conditions are horrible. Same thing with like animators on anime. Because don't get me wrong, artists are treated kind of pretty badly in the U.S., but it's not as bad as like Japan or something. Jesus Christ. I will say, I think modern movies don't know how to do budget management because like I don't think you can compare the budget of like an anime to a U.S. show. You just can't, just based off what the animators are paid and stuff. But even I think like a lot of animated shows look really cheap. I think Invincible half the time looks so incredibly cheap. And I get it. They're producing like 40-minute episodes. I will give them some slack for that. And that new Superman show looks so cheap. My Adventures with Superman, I hate the art style. But that's me. But I also think it cuts corners in so many ways. It honestly, to me, cuts corners in a lot of the same ways they did in the 60s Spider-Man show. And not in like a fun homage way, in a very clear, cheap, almost rushed way, which it might be. I don't know how long it took to film them. I don't know what their budget was. But even comparing cartoons like from the early 2000s, it's like what happened? The quality was better then, much better. Maybe it's just an art style thing. I don't know. And those shows also cut corners too, 100%. But I also just think they looked aesthetically better than a lot of shows now. Yeah, sometimes it works, but the did you see the newest episode? That one scene annoyed me. I'm like, dude, I already like why would you point out all the flaws? Because now like I already noticed them before, but the fact that you pointed it out is gonna make it so much worse. I personally did not like it. Yeah, I did. I thought that scene was stupid because I could already notice the flaws, and I'm like, dude, it's gonna be even more noticeable. And when they were like, "Oh, it looks like they're moving just because the camera's moving," it's like, no, it doesn't. Everybody can still tell it's a still image. We just all accept it. Like, whenever shows say that, I'm like, dude, everybody just accepts it. It's not that everybody's like, oh, they're moving. It's just we come to accept that, and that's fine. But I don't know. I was just like, okay. I didn't like that scene. And I don't know, the new season of Invincible, I wasn't I like the first season. I wasn't a huge fan, but my god, is it so much it feels like watching teen drama. I really just want Amber's not even that bad this season. She isn't. She's fine, but I just want them to break up cuz it's not interesting. It's not terrible, but it's not interesting. Robert Kirkman cannot write like decent relationships to save his life. Like Walking Dead, Rick and Lori was terrible, and now this. He just can't. I mean, I guess he can sometimes because you got like even Invincible in the comics and they get married. I don't know. I haven't read it, but my God, it is so boring. Like I get so annoyed whenever it goes back to that part of the script because like it's very clear that they should just both break up. It's like it's so obvious and they both know it and they're just kind of pacing around waiting for it. And I get why they haven't broken up yet from a storytelling standpoint, but as the audience, it's so annoying to watch it. I do know what's coming up with Anissa, and I don't know. We'll see how people react to that. I really hope. Seeing how immature the community was about like the pet comment from Omni Man, it's like, oh god. Well, that seems going to be tough to handle. Yeah, it's just I don't know. She just doesn't have any enough going for her to makes her like I don't really care, you know? I really hope people don't like bully the voice actress or anything because I actually think she does an okay job. I think she does her job, especially in that scene where like she's scared because Anissa's grabbing her neck. That was pretty good voice acting. I don't people never go after the voice actor or the actor or anybody. It's just a show. You can insult them online, but not like make death threats, whatever. Even then, if you insult them online, keep it to a limit. If their work's bad, insult their work. That's it. Don't insult the person personally, unless they're stinky poo poo, like I don't know Seth Rogen or something. But don't like death threat Seth Rogen guys. Yeah, it doesn't because Invincible's not wearing the black and blue costume yet, and yeah, that's gonna be a while. I don't know. I just think don't go after anybody. If something sucks, voice your opinion, definitely. But you don't gotta target like nope. You can say like this writer did a bad job, and you can be really creative about how you say that, but you don't gotta go after them personally. There's a difference between insulting somebody's work and then insulting them as a person. And I even think there's a certain extent to insulting somebody's work. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially I see. Yeah, whenever people go after the actor, it's like they didn't do anything. They're just doing their job, dude. It'd be like if your low flow toilet sucks, you're like, this stupid plumber, he ruined everything. When he installed the toilet, it's not his fault the toilet's bad. That's just how the toilet is because it's low flow. Oh, what's up, Nonstop? I'm not watching. I stopped watching the stream because I needed to use the flashlight on my phone. Sometimes it doesn't play all the frames though, which is annoying. Brr, blah, they're fighting. And then we'll have them do one more shot, and then we'll get a shot of like, because okay, for my people who don't know Warhammer, a bolter, it's not just a big gun, okay? It's a little more complicated than that. It fires a bullet that's basically kind of like a missile projectile almost, because it, impact it like it goes into the person when they get shot, and then it explodes. Although if somebody skins too hard for the bullet to penetrate, then it'll just explode on impact. But that's how a bolter works. So I want to show that somehow in this animation in this next shot. All right. Not Bjorn. But yeah. Because a bolter is very explosive. The bolter is one of my favorite takes on like a projectile-based weapon in sci-fi. Because I don't think every gun needs to be a laser, I really like the fact that we get just a gun that shoots missile bullets. And I'll be honest, it doesn't even make sense how it would work. The bullets are so huge that you would have to reload after like 3 shots, but who cares? Then we'll have his torso twist just a bit. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Let's see, how does that look? Yeah. Brr. Let me see that again. Part where he goes for the second shot. I think we'll need a couple frames just of him pointing the gun a little more forward, just so it's a little more clear what's going on. And with these guys, it's tricky figuring out how I want to animate the recoil. Because I think in lore, when they shoot it, there's not much recoil because they're a super strong super soldier spaceman. But I want to show the recoil. I think just to show how heavy this gun is or how powerful a bolter is. Because in the 40K universe, everything's overpowered, so they can withstand there's a lot of things that can withstand a bolter round. But if just a normal guy got shot with a bolter, he is spaghetti. It doesn't matter where it hits him. It literally explodes after like 2 seconds of being in him. I don't even if it grazes him, I actually don't know if it would explode or not. That's one thing I've always wondered. If like it grazed somebody's shoulder, would it immediately explode? What would happen? Because it usually goes into somebody and then explodes. Like it has a delay to it. So in order for it to penetrate the person, so it can do more damage. But if it grazes you, would it just not explode and hit whatever it hits next and then explode? I don't know. It's interesting to think about. Okay, now we're going to need that phone again. Actually, we'll do it a little less light. Okay. I guess I gotta open up the stream again. We're actually after this shot. If I'm meant to do, I'm gonna need some cotton for the next shot. Because I do actually have a VFX version done. Okay. And then we'll have the camera start to move back just a tidbit to add a little emphasis on like the muzzle flash and the recoil. And that way I have to show less of it when I do the VFX. So it's less work for me. Sorry. A little coffee. Is today Friday or Saturday? Friday. My schedule's all wacky. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll do one or two more frames of just his hand going back. And then we'll have the camera start going this way. How long have we been streaming for? 40, 50-ish minutes? Whew. I'm just going to let this play for a little bit. I'm looking at my message. I do not play Resident Evil currently. I would, but my console does not have much space. And also, I do not have much time. Just during summer, maybe. I don't know. Now it's playing all laggy. All right, let's let it get a little less laggy. We're going to stop playing it just for a little bit, just so it can get a little less laggy again. But yeah. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's already almost 9. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh. Hank already finished streaming. Dang, that was a quick stream. I guess he finished it. All right, sweet. He finished his Doom recreation. But yeah, we'll let that play a couple times. Now it's being all choppy. Yeah. Oh, you went to eat pizza? That's fair. You chowing down right now? It's far from done. That's okay. I was really impressed. I was like, man, 52 minutes? How much did he film in that time? That's crazy. I'm gonna get some actually let me check if I have it here. I need to get some what's it called? Smoke, like cotton to use for a smoke effect. So I'm gonna check and see if I have it here. If I don't have it here, then I'll get it from somewhere else. 8 seconds is pretty good. What FPS? 15? Because if you're at 15, that's like what? 90 frames? Wait, no, I'm having a brain fart. Not 90. Oh God. It's like 120 or something. I don't know. So it would be 80 plus 5 times 8, which is 40. Yeah, like 120, I think. I think 120-ish frames. I think I'm right. I might be wrong. I'm not thinking mathematically right now. I don't know how I got 90. I was thinking of 4. 4 times 15, although that doesn't make sense. Let me see. My cat's here. She's chilling. You want to say hi to chat? Come here. You say hi to chat, Misty. She's heavy. You gonna say hi to chat? Hello. All right, bye-bye. She wants to leave. Ah, she's kicking me. You can go back on your little spot. Oh. But I found my cotton, so we're all good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the shot of the. I need to open my camera software. So we'll play this one more time while I grab. Where's my little gene stealer? Where'd the little guy go? There he is. Just put him on. So I think we'll have him. We'll move this clay a little further back. Because I knew this guy to be able to stand on his own. I think he'll be able to, but we'll see. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I think he's good. This guy has trouble standing a lot because he's very top heavy. Not the Space Marine, the bug guy. But yeah, I'll put him. I'll exit out. You deleted the last scene? Dang, dude. I hate when you have to make that tough decision. You gotta make that tough call. That's always a bummer. Let's see. Let me lower the camera down a little bit. I don't want to show his legs. But okay. So maybe a little more like that. And let's adjust the focus. That's the wrong focus button. We want the focus to be on its face. hard for you guys to see it, but it's pretty focused on his face. Let's see if I can do it anymore. That'll work. This'll do. Can I change the lighting just a bit? Let's move stuff around. Just a tad. Okay. I think that's good. I think we got that. Yeah, so for my camera, I gotta change it manually. So I gotta do that before I start the shot. And my computer's charging, so. I'm a little rusty because I haven't animated for like a while. So I'm trying to get back in the groove because there's other projects I have to do. There's one more I want to actually try to at least get mostly done, if not finished, outside of this project. But I'm doing this project to kind of get back in the groove of it, you know? Maybe we'll have him start a little further back and then kind of have him crawl up forward. I'm probably gonna. I want to put on some music. What do you guys feel like? I can put on Sabaton. That's what I've been listening to a lot. Actually, yeah, we'll play that just because. Yeah, but it's not gonna know. I don't want to get his head exploded. I don't want him to die that easily. I'm thinking he's gonna use that chain sword and just cleave into his head. I'll replace it with clay and all that. That's what I'm thinking. And it'll be like purple blood and everywhere and stuff. No, I'm just gonna say that this guy typically. So this guy's a gene stealer, which is like very kind of standard. Their powers and like the amount of them there are, but this one's kind of out of scale because this is from the McFarlane line, which is a 7-inch line scale wise. Well, my Space Marine is a 4-inch scale line, but you can have all kinds of mutations and stuff with gene stealers and Tyranids. He could be a brood lord or something, which is like a I don't think high ranking is the right word, but it's like powerful Tyranid. He's bigger and he can like communicate with the other ones. Or gene stealers, sorry. Tyranids and gene stealers are two different. It's complicated and hard to explain, but they're different. But no, I want to have his head get shot in. If I had multiple of these of the color, because I do have some that are gray and unpainted that I will paint eventually, but I'm not doing that right now. If I had more unpainted, like painted variants, I would do a fight where he's fighting multiple, or maybe I do it with a Terminator, because typically Terminators is like a bigger Space Marine. They fight gene stealers, but I don't have one currently. I would like one though. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm taking care of some business right now. I'm getting some messages. I'm chatting it up outside of chat right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me play the video for you guys. For whoever's in chat while you guys are waiting. My friend keeps sending me Disneyland stuff, so now the old like, what's it called? That one like amusement park where the ride's not racist, but it's based off a racist attraction. It's stuck in my head. And does that make me racist for humming it? Is the real question. That's why I got to get it out of my head. No, that sucks. What were we doing? Cutting stuff? What was going on? That's always a bummer. Nobody likes doing that. Put on Red Dead 2 soundtrack. I could do that. I kind of want to put on the Space Hulk audiobook. I'll pull that up right now. I'll pull that up right now. I'll pull it up right now. Actually, based off where you shoot him, I don't think the camera should be angled slightly, but Red Dead. It's like 3 hours. That's perfect. I can go all night with this blasting. All night. Lower it. Many miles we walk over her blinds. Okay. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to move it that much. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Alrighty. Where would that bullet go? That would go right in his head. So we're going to move that more so it's going to hit his carapace. And we might need to make it go a little higher. I'm good with this. I like this. I think this is pretty relaxed. I'm gonna chill with this. I bet that song's in there somewhere. Uh-oh, I think I bumped the camera. I think I done did bump the camera. No, I like this. This is chill. Let me find some more. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me find some more parts. Oh, crap. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I don't want flatbread pizza. Gosh darn TikTok ad. I can't skip it. Oh, thank God I can. That piece could be useful. Let's take that. I'm going to take 5. Need a red lightsaber piece when you need one. That sounds loud. Where's a red lightsaber piece? Where is it? Or a yellow one. Yellow one would work too. They also have a fire piece, but I don't like the edges really cut out because I don't want to have to mask that. I'm just gonna take it out and look right here. What's up, Jack? What's going on? Chat, what's happening, chat? Oh, my cat's napping. She's vibing. No, that's brown. I don't want the brown stick. I want a lightsaber stick. It might not be. It'll work in a pinch though. If I can't find it, I'm finding nothing but the wand pieces. Oh, I found a yellow one. That'll do. That'll do, okay. That'll do. You got the swirly lollipop right now? Dude, it's probably like sticky and hairy and just ew. Like, from just having a lollipop for that long, it's gonna be gross. That sticky lollipop's gonna be icky. No, I'm sorry, I have not been playing the animation. I should have been playing that the whole time when I was looking for pieces. Now you can watch it. Yeah, yeah. Ha, I'm gonna get you. Yeah. Ah. Oh yeah, I forget. I forget where you're at. Where you at right now? Oh, hotel room at Universal. Yeah, yeah. How you been liking it? Which Universal? Orlando or Hollywood? Oh no, I dropped a piece. Where'd it go? It's forever lost into the bowels of the carpet. The carpet god. Carpet god. Grant me my piece back. Aha! I found it. My charger port is sticky now. Of course it would. After eating a giant lollipop. Yeah, I'm sure that's the only reason it's sticky. Okay. No! It fell off. Thank you. I could eat like a can of beans to this song. Come on, come on. Stay on, stay on. It's not in the right spot. Alright, that'll work. That'll work as a reference. And you know what? Should I put some light on them? I think I should. I'm gonna have to pause the stream, the video, the music, just for a second. Not like the stream. No. Okay, good. It's still there. Ding 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 ding. I can play it while my flashlight's still on. Uh-oh, I almost knocked my camera down. Again. And then I think the camera's got to go back just a little bit. Which one's Terminator Salvation? Is that one of the bad new ones? Oh wait, no, that's the one with Christian Bale, right? The horse building song. Wait, you can build a horse in this game? I gotta play this now. No. I have also not played this game. House building. Oh, horse building was pretty epic. For a second, I'm like, you can build a horse in this game? That's insane. I was really excited for a second. Well, now I got all excited for nothing. I mean, I'm sure building a house is cool. All right, now here is where we put the cotton. No, it fell over. Stay right there, Mr. Cotton. I think there should be more of an impact. Why did it stop playing? It just stopped playing. It's still playing. It's just there's no music. Yeah, he got hit good. Yeah, I think that works better. I did see the trailer for it. I am excited. Hopefully it's good. It's made by the guy who made the Evil Dead reboot. And while tonally I thought the movie had a lot of tonal problems, I still thought there was a lot of good aspects to it. Atmosphere wise, it's great, which Alien needs a lot of atmosphere. So also I'm just glad we're getting a creature feature in movies again. It seems like all the horror movies are just about some guy with a knife. Give it a rest already. Personally, I'm just a little tired of it. So I was personally never into slasher movies that much. Although to be fair, you could argue Alien, the original Alien, is borderline just a slasher, but instead of a slasher, it has an alien because the cast kind of gets picked off one by one. Let's see. There it is. Oh, it's playing again. See how that looks. My thing's not focusing. No, I want it to go back up. I like that wispiness in the air. Way too big of an arm movement. Uh-oh. Don't fall over. There he goes. display. All right, see ya. See you, Jack.
Operation 3 for 2. Take a crack at Salting around like a zigzag. Got a hole in the middle and it's split in two. And that's what they call ring dang dang two. Play us away.
De la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. De la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando.
My mom loves this song.
Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca.
This one in the background, Red Dead Redemption. This is still the same track. This is a song you would sing at like Mexican parties, though. I actually really like that they put this in. I always forget what it translates to, but it is.
Cantando se alegran, cielito lindo los corazones. No llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo los corazones.
No! The cotton fell. The cotton fell. Bongos. I was playing back with choppy. Oh, what's up, Galaxy Quartz? It's going good, Courts. How about you? Oh yeah, no, glad to help. I think it's a lot of fun, especially if you like the Ostrander series. Because I wasn't a huge fan of how the Ostrander series ended. It always felt unfinished. And while Cobra isn't like an official sequel or anything, in a lot of ways it feels like a nice closure to that Ostrander series. Now, I forget if it's still going. It might still be. I think over time it kind of develops into its own story, though, like independent of the Suicide Squad stuff, which isn't a bad thing. It kind of starts as a Suicide Squad homage and develops into its own story, which I really like that about it. It's also nice to see that other people really like that run. I need to read that run again. Yeah. And I'm glad like that I'm not insane for really liking that run. There's a lot of people where they genuinely love that run. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that first issue, it kind of pulls the. Although this was written, I believe, before the new movie. I'm almost positive. I think after this shot, I'm gonna call it good for tonight. Oh wait, that's the wrong foot. I think this shot might be a little too long. We'll look. I'll look. We're almost at 10 seconds of animation. Yeah, to be fair, I started the stream pretty late. But I figured I was going to animate. I should have streamed it earlier in the day when I did the first shot. But yeah. I think, yeah, for now, that's good. I guess, you know what, we'll do, just to get it to 10 FPS tonight, we'll do one shot of the Space Marine kind of like looking with like the camera kind of going into his face. Because then I want to do a first person POV shot of the Gene Stealer coming toward him, but I'm not going to start that tonight because that's going to take forever. At least not on stream. So yeah, we'll do one more shot of just him kind of like turning his head toward the Gene Stealer. Just so that way we get it 10 FPS. I mean, not 10 FPS, 10 seconds of footage. I would say the Space Marine I have is the Joy Toy one. The Gene Stealer though is McFarlane because Joy Toy has not made any Tyranids or anything, so I'm using that one. I will say for animation, the Gene Stealer is a little top heavy, but if you switch his hands, or if you just painted it, if you're going to animate the unpainted variant, the unpainted one's hands, the little hand spike things, can be really useful for making him stand up. Or you can use his other hands, his claw hands. Because for this one, I switched the hands. So he has his claw hands on the lower ones, just so it helps him crawl better. But he also has these for support. So he can actually support himself, if he's like crouched down like this. But yeah, no, these look great. Especially like the silhouette of them and everything. These Gene Stealers are awesome. Even if Joy Toy makes Tyranids, I might get another one of these to go with them. Just so I have two standard Gene Stealers, even if they're a little big. But Gene Stealers can be pretty big, so it's like whatever. Yeah, the McFarlane figures though, they're really they used to be 20, now they're getting to 30, which isn't terrible, but I don't know. I think for now, unless they make more, they are making a new Gene Stealer. They're making one of these with like the squid face. I might get that one just so I don't have to paint it, especially if Joy Toy makes Tyranids in this kind of cream color scheme. Because my favorite color scheme for Gene Stealers is blue and purple, but I don't know when those are going to get made. For now, I'll probably buy the cream color scheme. And for the Tyranids, they're definitely not going to make them in that color. If they make Gene Stealers in that color, I will buy them. Because I can have the Hive Fleet have all kinds of colors and stuff, whatever. It don't matter. Let's see, so we're going to have the camera kind of like... So where do we want the camera to end? I think here. So we're going to have it go... Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, the one thing, okay, so the unpainted version you can find super cheap if you're willing to paint it. And honestly, there's some gray Tyranid color schemes, so you might not even have to paint the whole thing. Just dry brush it and stuff. I don't use it for animation because the problem is I didn't paint him too well and I need to sand down the joints again. I'll put a light on. The hands are off because they're the ones I'm using in this video right now. But this is a unpainted version that I did in the Space Hulk color scheme. Here, we'll put a flashlight up to him so you can see everything. But yeah, he was a lot of fun to paint. It's just the problem is there's paint rub when I move him, so I need to do it again. I need to sand down the joints. Luckily, a friend of mine, it wasn't intentional, but he got me another one as a gift. He didn't know I had this one, which is fine. But this is how he looks originally. This is how he comes out of the box. And honestly, he's pretty good. I like his hands a lot. This arm's a little bent, but you can just put it in hot water and get it a little unbent again. But yeah, these guys you can find like $12, maybe even 10. So if you just want to give them like a black wash or something, paint the carapace. You can look up some Hive Fleet schemes, or you can make your own. You can paint them however you want. I would recommend maybe doing just like a wash of some color all over him, and then painting some of the carapace areas a different color. And you'll probably have something. That might be what I do with this one. Because if I do that, then maybe I'll just get more for that one. And I might paint the one I have, some of the other parts in that purple. Because I have the right purple color. Oh wait, no, you're not going in there. But yeah, it'll be a little bit of work. And you might want to wait because they're releasing a new. It's that unpainted variant, but it's the painted version in the color scheme of the one I have that is painted in this color scheme, but it's the other one. It's the unpainted variant in this color scheme. So maybe that could mean that either this will become cheaper, or the unpainted variant might even become even dirt cheaper, because there's a painted variant out there. You'll have to see. Only time will tell. Who knows? Maybe that one will also be really cheap too. I don't know, because it's the Yimgarl scheme, like with the tentacles on the face and the hand spikes, which the hand spikes are popular, but the tentacles on the face, a lot of people don't like. I don't mind them. I don't mind the variety. Give me all the Gene Stealer variety, and I will be happy. But yeah. All right, so let's animate this shot. We got one more shot to do. Uno mas. Uno mas. I'm probably gonna blast some Sabaton right now. Don't get me wrong. I actually like the Redemption soundtrack. But yeah. And where'd I put my phone? Where did I put it? Ding, ding, ding. So I just want. Hi, Misty. My cat's sleeping. He's comfy. I seem to have misplaced it. Where did I put it? Somehow I lost it. Somehow I lost my phone. 102. That's what this one's called. I don't know where I put it. Oh well, I will find it. But you know what? Let's animate this shot. Cause I'm getting hangry. I'm getting real hangry.
I'll look for the little guy.
See how that looks. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna get to 10 seconds. So this shot's gonna be really quick. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I don't know. Bring something up. You can bring whatever up, and I'll talk about it right now, within reason. But yeah. All right. Head's going down. Arms going up. Hands tilting. And this little tassel here should be going down. Just so it's not staying in the same place. I haven't seen X-Men 97 yet. I've heard some people say it's really great. So now I'm tempted to. I watched the show as a kid, but it's been a long time is the problem. And I don't know if I just have the time to watch the 90s show again, because I forget how many seasons it is. Actually, what? We're at 10:05, I think. Yeah, we are. So maybe we'll get to 10:10. We'll see. Because I don't know. I just do not see like 15 FPS coming out of this shot. I mean, not 15 FPS. 15 more frames coming out of this shot. Oh, like the original comic? Yeah. That comic's supposed to be great. That's like one of the best X-Men stories. And it doesn't have Wolverine as a main character. It's Kitty Pryde instead. Because Wolverine gets too much attention sometimes. I love Wolverine, but he's not the only X-Men. Alrighty. Oh, hi, Mishki. My cat woke up from her nappy. That is true. It used to be Cyclops, but I don't know. Cyclops gets a lot of poor adaptations in media. Yeah, I do not think we might get the 10:10, but I don't know. I just can't carry this shot an additional without making it not work. It just won't look right. Like it won't flow with the scene. So we're not going to get to 10 seconds today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I moved the camera a little bit to one side, too much to one side. All right, hopefully now it'll look better. I haven't read much X-Men comics, to be honest. I don't know, just not my favorite team. I do like Nightcrawler a lot, though. Nightcrawler? I like Nightcrawler. He's a cool character. You can, like, I don't know, I just think he's neat. I like all the characters in neat. You got your Wolverine. You got Colossus. I really like the giant size X-Men. That team lineup was so good. Oh. I accidentally turned that on. But you know what? We'll keep it on. Yeah, why not? It'll help. Okay, for the most part, the action is happening at the center of the screen. So that's good. I don't know. It's just a fun. And what's that? Is it Warpath, or or was his name later changed to Warpath? He like wears red and blue, but there's another character called Warpath, and I forget if that's the same character or if that's somebody else. He's like big Native American guy. You don't see him get used too often. I can kind of get it because in a lot of ways he seems like a stereotype that might offend people. I think when he became Warpath, if that's a separate character, that character is a little more cool and less offensive. At least I always thought, like visually. But I don't know. Thunderbird, that's what it was. So Thunderbird and Warpath are two different characters, right? Because I always assumed they were, but it always confused me. Because, like, I forget what was Thunderbird's powers. I forget what Thunderbird's powers were. Like, I remember him, but I always forget. I dropped my camera. But yeah, I always forget what Thunderbird did. There it is. I just don't remember much about Thunderbird, but he was there in Giant Size X-Men, and nobody ever talks about him. I just think having a Native American character on the X-Men's a neat idea. No, I don't think they did. I think a lot of people found him offensive, and they were like, which I can kind of get. I can get why people might think Thunderbird's offensive, but I think it's a cool idea. And I don't know much about Warpath either. I think he's buff and has knives. I don't know what his mutant power is. He's definitely the most boring of the giant-sized X-Men, but I don't really think that's his fault. It's just they never really did much with him. He probably died randomly in some comic, I bet. I don't know. But I don't mind Thunderbird. I think you could reboot him and make him more interesting. I know some people like complain, like, oh, the new X-Men. I heard people complain like, oh, the new X-Men show's woke. It's like, I don't know. I feel like calling the X-Men woke seems kind of stupid. It's like their whole thing is kind of. I mean, I guess you can make it woke. Like, I don't know. Oh my God, the X-Men are diverse. It's not like that's one of the things that made them unique in the first place. Because they've always been very diverse, at least racially. Maybe not in the 60s, but it was the 60s. It's kind of hard to sell a comic. And they evolved. They got a Canadian, a German guy, a Russian guy, a Native American guy, and then Storm. And Storm's awesome. I forgot about Storm. Storm's great too. Wait, Kitty Pryde was originally. Wait, she was also what? What was Kitty Pryde? I always forget. I don't know. Kitty Pryde gets underutilized a lot in the movies. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really care. That's fine. Dude shapeshifts. I don't know. He can be whatever. He can literally be whatever he wants to be. I think that actually kind of makes sense, low key. Also, like, was there anybody who were there any hardcore Morph fans? It's not like they're changing. It's not like they're changing a major character like Wolverine. I'm honestly fine with that. Like Morph literally died in like the first episode and didn't come back for a season or two. It was even like a main cast member after he came back, or did he just leave the show? I forget. And is that just a thing in the show, or is that also a thing in the comics? Is what I wonder. Space pirate. Wait, who was married to Star Lord? I'm confused. Wait, Kitty Pryde was married to Star Lord. What? What? Like, I'm not aware of that. Holy frick! What is going on with Kitty Pryde in the comics? Space pirate who gets married to Star Lord? I thought Night Lord. I mean, not Night Lord. I do like Night Lords though. Nightcrawler had the whole pirate thing going on, the whole swashbuckler thing, which is sick. Keep that up. When he like fights with like the two swords and then one in his tail, that's epic. I wish they would make an action figure that could do that. I would animate the crap out of that. If I had like a wire tail with a sword, it can even be like a tail you gotta detach like the normal tail and put the sword one, just because it's gonna be very difficult. But make it wire, please. Oh, so he's literally from the show. So like they can literally do whatever they want with him. I don't care. Um, yeah, and that I genuinely, yeah, that's fine. Whatever they can do, whatever they want with Morph. Because yeah, I'm not familiar with the character. I don't dislike Morph, but I don't really care about him either. So the writers can do whatever they want with him. Morph was literally just there to die originally. I mean, his whole storyline with Mr. Sinister was kind of neat when he came back. I'll give him that. He's got stuff. Morph's got stuff going on, or them, whatever. Because I haven't seen the show, so I don't know. Well, yeah, he was kind of annoying in that first episode, but he died, so it was like, who cared? Like, who cares, bro? So it's like, I don't know. I mean, if he's an annoying character in the new show, then yeah, but that's more of a problem with the character being annoying. That's like the character. That's not really. That's more of a writing issue. I mean, dude, we got Jubilee. Jubilee's annoying. I hate Jubilee. I'm sorry. I know. I think she has fans, but I just. Oh God, I do not like Jubilee. Dazzler is just Jubilee, but better in every way. So he's like barely even there, and people are like getting super angry about it. That's so stupid. Morph's just chilling in the background, and people are seething. That would be really funny if you watch the show and he's just like there. He's like. No, we're actually at. We actually did get to the. I don't know. I always found Jubilee annoying. I bet there's some comics where she's okay, but on the show, I hate her. I don't think her powers are terrible. Like, look, I know some people like are like, "Oh, fireworks are stupid." How useful is that power going to be, dude? If I lit a firework, even a small one, and put it toward the general direction of your face, it would be devastating. There's nothing wrong with the powers. I think people who say her powers are dumb just don't think about how devastating a fireworks can be, especially like if it's a big firework. I don't know, man. It's a little janky. Yeah, it's like whatever. I don't know. Morph. Yeah, the action in the new show looks nice from what I've seen. Well, it's a little janky, but it's 10 frames. It is 10 frames. I mean, not 10 frames, whatever. Ah, bah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll just stop right there, I think. Or we'll maybe do one last frame. Use squares as guidelines. Yeah, this is about as close as I'm going to get the camera. Unless I lower his arm. Then maybe. Okay, just a... No. All right, let's see how that looks. Why do you get fired for... That's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I guess it is Disney. Whatever. Whatever. If that's what he wants to do in his spare time, he can do that. I don't really care. I'll be honest. If he's doing something illegal on there, then sure, fire him. But whatever. Dude wants to sell feet pics, whatever. If he can write a good X-Men show, I'll hire him. No, whatever. Like, yeah, I feel like that was kind of an L decision, personally. I would have just been like, all right, whatever. Just don't write an episode about the X-Men studied in OnlyFans. As long as he doesn't do that, that's fine. That'd be a crazy storyline, actually. Charles Xavier is like, oh my god, dude, we have no funding. I'm gonna have to start an OnlyFans. That'd be epic. I would read that. And it's just like Wolverine showing his hairy feet on a camera, and everybody's obsessed with it. Yeah, so they made a big deal out of it, and then everybody knew. So yeah, it was dumb. No, I feel like nobody would have cared. You know, I mean, the creator of Wonder Woman was kind of a weirdo, but nobody talks about it, and it's like fine. DC hasn't gone like, oh, he didn't. They didn't disown him and go, oh, he didn't make Wonder Woman. Beast feet. That would be actually, dude. People would pay mad money for Beast. and Nightcrawler's feet because they're like 3 toes. Actually, dude, that actually they would be thriving in the OnlyFans community with their freaky mutant feet. Who else is on the X-Men team that has freaky feet? Is it just Beast and Nightcrawler? Colossus has metal feet. You could definitely sell stuff with that. 100%. See how it looks when I just play it. I might shorten that shot a lot, but for now it'll work. We're technically at 10 FPS. Oh wait, here, you guys can't even see the full computer. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. It's gonna have to be faster, but whatever, I can take out frames later. If I have to redo it, whatever. It's not that important of a shot, and it won't take that long to redo. Because it'll kind of go here, and then the next shot will be like a zoom out, because it'll be first person. Cool. I'll play it again. Actually, that's true. You can morph into, or they, whatever. They can morph into anybody's feet. Anybody's feet. That'd be crazy. Dude, X-Men are kind of stacked in OnlyFans. Best superhero team to have an OnlyFans. And people will be, because Magneto's like 100 years old, but he's like yoked. People would be like all into that. People would be like, no way. Gilf. Or no, not Gilf. What is it? What's the term? Dilf? Or is it like what? Yeah, I don't know. Grand Dilf? I don't know. But yeah, the X-Men OnlyFans would be crazy. I think on that note, I'm gonna go eat some food. Maybe I actually will watch it while I eat. I might as well. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna eat food. I might stream Saturday. We'll see. But bye.